gang, bitch, I ain't fucking with. Fresh up out the feds, fuck the government. I don't play around, got who I'm fucking with. Really don't need these niggas.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Daiilicious back at it again with another freaking video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow all my social media accounts that will be below. Y'all, excuse my voice if I sound like a little crazy. I'm just getting over a cold. And yeah, it was really bad, y'all. So I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I have so many questions on my TikTok and my DMs. I'm talking about they went crazy viral, and I'm finally giving y'all the answers that y'all want for Job Corps. And I'm just gonna go one by one. I'm gonna try to answer as many questions that I can about Job Corps. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. If y'all do see this video and I did not answer some questions that you may have, I can do a part 2 and I can get back to y'all questions. So y'all can go ahead and keep spamming me if y'all want to about the questions in either my DM or the comments under the videos. How long do they tell you it should take you to finish for your diploma and CMA? I'm transferring to the same one. With all different trades, it's different. The one I went to was Woodstock Job Corps in Woodstock, Maryland. As far as CMA, that's the trade that I did. So they say that it usually takes about 18 months for you to finish your trade, but you can finish faster. I finished like a year in 2 months, so that's about 14 months. I finished in 14 months. It just depends on how fast you move and if you're a fast learner or not. Just try, don't rush it. Don't try to cheat on your test or anything, because when you get thrown out there in the medical field, they expect you to know these things. The doctor is going to be looking at you like, what's going on? Don't rush the process. Try to grasp everything that you can, especially when it comes to clinicals. Yeah, definitely make sure you're grasping that. Again, that's all I can say for my trade. For every other trade, there is different time frames. You do get there, you might want to, check in with your counselor, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember, that's something that they kind of go over with you before you even start your trade. Question number 2, do you get to pick your roommate or change roommates? Technically, you really don't get to pick your roommates, quote unquote. I know you can change your roommates, of course, if like y'all are not getting along. Of course, you could request to change your roommate, change your room. They're most likely gonna, help you get a different room if you and your roommate are not getting along. And again, back to, do you get to pick your roommate? Not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm gonna just speak for me. Being in Job Corps, y'all, it's like you kind of have to get cool with the staff a little bit in order for you to kind of more so get what you want while you're in there, because y'all, it's a lot. If you get on them RAs bad side, you might as well just get ready for hell. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Try to be as cool with the RAs on your dorm, also outside of the dorm as well, like your teachers, all of that, because you're gonna need them one day. So try your hardest to maintain very good relationships with your RAs and things like that, because then you kind of get to work your way around things a little bit. If you know, you know. Another person said, I leave in about 2 weeks. I'm nervous. Do you have any tips? Just stay to yourself. Don't get in any drama. Y'all, it's not worth it. Especially when it comes to fighting, it's automatically termination. Like, you don't get really any second chances when you're fighting, or any drugs or anything like that when it comes to Job Corps. So again, just try to stay as much as possible to yourself. Do your work, do what you have to do, and get up out of there. Okay. Also, of course, you're gonna make friends and stuff like that. Just be careful about who you surround yourself with when you're in Job Corps. Just be careful, stay to yourself, and just do what you got to do to go. Also, again, maintaining them relationships with those staff members and your teachers, you're really gonna want to do that, and your counselors. Yeah, just make sure you're staying on top of that. Make sure you just got to do what you got to do to get up out of there, y'all. It's a little crazy up in there sometimes. Okay, another question is, I might have to go, do they have anything for nails and estheticians? No, not at my trade school. They did not have anything for nails and estheticians. I'm not sure if they do have any of that in any Job Corps. I'm not sure at all. If they don't, you might want to look outside of a Job Corps program. Somebody else asked, what location were you at? I was at Woodstock Job Corps Center in Woodstock, Maryland. There's two out here. I know there's Woodland and Laurel, Maryland, and one, which is the one that I went to, called Woodstock Job Corps in Woodstock, Maryland. So basically, I uploaded a Woodstock Job Corps room tour. Somebody had asked, how do you get a single dorm? That's kind of rare. I know in the center that I was in, that's kind of rare. I think it was only like one single dorm, I believe. So kind of basically, if you get that single dorm, that's basically how you get the single dorm, depending on how many people are in there as well, though. Like, of course, you can have a room to yourself, but if it's like a whole bunch of students in your center, yeah, good luck, because that's most likely not gonna happen. Do you still go there? I'm transferring in 2 months. No, I do not. I graduated. I actually left December 2022. I received on my certification. No, I don't go there anymore. I started from October 19th, 2021. And I basically graduated December 2022. My actual graduation, though, was not until May 2023. Was it worth it? I'm planning to go. I think that is definitely worth going to Job Corps. As far as whatever trade you want to do, it's free. The only kind of con I would say about starting there is probably just having to stay there 5 days a week, away from your family. If you have any kids, it's kind of hard as well, you know, just being away from your kid or kids. As far as like free education, a free trade, you also can get your high school diploma there as well, or GED. It helps set you up with a job. You build a lot of references there as well. That's why also I said try to stay as cool with your staff and your teachers, especially your trade teacher, as much as you can, because they're really gonna help you when it's time to, you know, graduate and get you a job. They're gonna help you a lot. I really honestly think it's worth it. It's just being away from family for so long, it kind of does get a little depressing and stuff like that. But as far as building a career for yourself or getting your foot in the door and maybe going to college after, yeah, it definitely, I think it's worth it, in my opinion. What is CMA? CMA is a clinical medical assistant. That's basically what it is. Certifications that they offer with your CCMA, which is your certified clinical medical assistant certification. They also offer the phlebotomy certification, the EKG tech certification, and electronic health workers certification. You get dressers. My son is coming on the 19th, trying to see how to pack. Do they allow parents to come into the rooms and help set up? I don't think they allow the parents to come in the dorm and help set up. I've never seen it happen. That didn't happen for me when I was there. As far as how much stuff you're able to bring, if you're trying to bring like a whole bunch of stuff, like that's kind of crazy. But they do give you one side of a dresser and they give you a closet. The closet is a little spacious. I would recommend bringing, like, you know, one of them like shoe racks that are on the door, that can fit on the door. If you follow me on TikTok, then you know what I mean. Go check it out. My TikTok's at Daiilicious, which is in the description down below. I basically did kind of a room tour and it showed you kind of what the room looks like, the dresser and the closet as well. So if you have any questions about like the room sizing or the closet space, go definitely check out my room tour, which will be down in the description box below. Also though, every room is kind of different. I know they do have one single dorm and also a 2-man room. Hey, am I able to have a face piercing? I can't take it out. I know for me, I did have both of my nose pierced when I was there. As far as other facial piercings, actually I'm not sure. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but when a counselor does reach out to you, that is a pretty good question. Really don't remember all the way, but I do remember that I had both of my nose pierced and it was cool. Like they weren't, you know, tripping or nothing, or yeah. And do they let y'all leave every weekend? I know they do let you leave every weekend with a weekend pass. I don't see why not. But when I first started, they were just bringing people back from COVID. So yeah, it was basically kind of just reopening. So as soon as I came back, I was like one of the first people, me and like four other girls. I'm sorry, two other girls, one other boy, that was literally just coming back right after COVID. And y'all, it was definitely a lot because we couldn't go home for 4 months straight. Like, yeah, it just wasn't happening. Because I know I did. I got to go home like every single weekend after like the COVID restrictions was up. I got to go home every single weekend. Oh yeah, so they do have a TAP program. I would recommend for you not to smoke before you start Job Corps because they will drug test you if you fail. You're gonna have to do a TAP program, and that's gonna cause you to stay on campus for 45 days. After that 45 days, you're going to be in a TAP program through that whole time. You can still, shadow your trade or whatever you got to do. They'll put you right in your classes, but after that TAP program, after the 45 days, they will drug test you again. Basically, if you're still smoking after that 45 days and they find it in your system, you're out of there. It's no second chances, no nothing. So I would recommend for you to be sober however long it takes for that to get out of your system, so you won't have to go through all of that, because I'm telling you won't be able to go home for that 45 days. And yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot. Like, stuck there for 45 days while you're still trying to get used to everything. You're not used to being, in this environment for so long. Like, it was definitely a lot for me when I first started there, just being away, especially because I was there for 4 months straight, couldn't go home or anything. Yeah, it was definitely a lot for me. How bad is the chores? I honestly forgot about that. It's been so long, y'all. So the chores, I know on the girls' dorm, somebody had to like take out the trash. I think it was like every day for a week. Basically, I'm trying to remember. I think it was every week. Like, you would switch chores every week. So one person would take out the trash every week, another person would like clean the bathroom, or another person would like mop the dorm, like as far as the dorm floors, which wasn't really that much. But yeah, it's like I feel like it's not really that bad as people made it seem to be. It really wasn't that bad. But again, like, I was kind of cool with the staff, the RAs on there, so I kind of like got to like maneuver my way a little bit around it. Plus, I was there like longer than a lot of the females were, so yeah, it was like, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got it like the easiest after a while. Though it did take a while. It kind of sucks, but you kind of do gotta like kiss ass a little bit just for you to kind of get your way in there, because y'all, it's like I'm not gonna lie, it's like a whole different world when you get in there. If you know, if you went to Job Corps, so it's like, when you first get in there, you're gonna see what I mean. Like, as far as like, it's kind of like a whole different world. So yeah, like I said, just kind of stay out of their way. Try to build like as much as a bond as you can with them, and just try not to get in any trouble, and you'll be okay for the most part. As far as my Job Corps experience, I have so many story times. I went through some stuff in there, okay? Y'all, it was definitely a lot. Like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I will give my Job Corps experience probably...
One eternity later.
Ooh. Before I get into that, y'all, the food, not gonna lie, the food is not the best, okay? Like, I would say try to save up as much money as you can before going to Job Corps, because, I mean, unless you have like a weekend job, or you work like after school, you work like an afternoon job to nighttime, or whatever, however you want to do it. Just save up some money before you start Job Corps, because y'all, the food is not the best, okay? But as far as my Job Corps experience, I had a cool Job Corps experience. I told y'all like the first months it was hell for me, like being in there 4 months straight, not being able to go home or see my family or nothing like that. It was definitely very mentally draining. It was definitely a lot. As far as the friendships that I have, I still have, a couple friends that I made in Job Corps that I still talk to this day. I've never really had like any like serious drama in there with the females, except one. Which y'all, that's a whole nother story. I'm definitely gonna do a story time about that. It was a lot. I would say if you're gonna have, you know, like a little boo in there, trust me. I've seen people come in there who got boos at home and still booed up in Job Corps. Be careful. Because it can get real messy, I'm telling you. Also, yeah, like, just, again, do what you gotta do. Get up out of there. You know, be on time. Just focus on your schoolwork as much as possible. Of course, have fun. Like, you're not gonna always just be like, oh, I gotta study, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Of course, you're gonna want to have fun. You need that in order for you not to go crazy in there. So yeah, just, again, be careful about who you hang with and all that stuff. But that's all I have for the questions. Just comment some questions in my DM. I'll probably go ahead and do a part 2. That's all I have for today's video. Again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe right now. Also, follow all my social medias that will be down in the description box down below. Also, I was thinking about doing my Job Corps experience, different story times of Job Corps, and again, part 2, question and answer pertaining to questions for Job Corps. Bye, y'all.
The president of my baby. The president of my baby. They got no the bedroom cry baby.